Welcome back to the channel, everyone, on this Thursday, September 18th, 2025. No comments, no tomfoolery 4.4. I just create content, guys. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not a moderator. I'm a content creator. Okay. So I've been talking about this, this other 1099 work that I've been doing here recently, and I have right here the number of times going forward that I am going to schedule early morning work, and there it is right there. Thank you very much. I'm done with the early mornings following this morning's events. So, with any kind of work, any kind of job, or with anything, there's positives and drawbacks. Okay, it is what it is. So with this, the big elephant drawback in the room, and it's a biggie, is that you have no idea where you're going to end up. Okay, so that's the big issue here. And for 2 straight jobs, I've been sent out into the wilderness, basically. And it's, for me personally, it's not worth it. To like this morning, pitch black darkness, driving on country roads, long gravel driveways, deer, animals. I saw in 2 different places this morning, I saw deer. And we're talking no rain or snow. It'd be like 10 times worse if there was any kind of inclement weather. So, I mean, for me personally, being an older person, and my vision's not the best, it's just way too dangerous. If I could do it and secure work early in the morning, and I knew that I was going to stay in like urban areas and city streets and lighted areas and stuff like that, then I'd be okay with it. But I can't, I can't go out into, Timbuktu country roads and be doing all kinds of driving at 4 o'clock in the morning in the pitch black darkness, and narrow rural roads that you can't see your turns and all this kind of thing. So I've got one more scheduled for early morning for Saturday. And I figure I'd go ahead and do that since I already had it scheduled and everything. I'm not going to back out of it. I'll go ahead and do that one. And then, but going forward, I'm just going to, whatever I can get that's during the day. So, which may not be much. So it looks like, it's kind of now looking like, DoorDash is going to maybe remain primary for me for the foreseeable future now. So, and that's okay. So, that other gig work that I just picked up, I still haven't, all my documentation and everything is cleared. I'm supposed to be ready to go to start to work, but I haven't heard anything yet. I haven't gotten any jobs yet, or so I don't know. It's kind of weird. Well, it's only, but I can't really say too much, but it is kind of weird, just a little bit, because if there was a need and you brought me on, and then, why is it take like 5 or 6 days for all this stuff to clear? And then another couple days goes by and I don't hear anything. Well, I thought there was a need for people and work to be done. Why am I being brought on? And then, I don't know, guys. I don't know. So anyway, I finished the work this morning, come home, ate a little something, and then I logged into a Dash I just wanted to make like 40, 50 bucks, something like that. I also kind of aggravated my back this morning, so it's still kind of tight. I was kind of hobbling around on this dash. Here a few hours ago at 9:30, I got a 350 Starbucks. That was, of course, a decline. A few and DoorDash. I only did 3 orders. Okay, so and DoorDash kind of messed up today. They actually gave me my main course first. Okay, so here's my main course at 9:35 at 2275 Meyer. Okay, and it was mostly like snacks. Most of this was just like in 2 aisles in the store. I did have one tricky item. This right here, these coffee. I guess this is probably for coffee. These stirrers, and you see here, uh, aisle 32, section one. There is no section one in that aisle. It's even numbers. So I'm like, oh crap, this thing, this could be anywhere in the store. This could be somewhere in groceries, in any grocery aisle, on like a one of those clips, like hanging clips, anywhere in the middle of any aisle, or on an end cap, or Action Alley, or who knows. I looked around for a few minutes. I found it. It was like, so that says 32. It was like a couple aisles over, like at the end of like, say, 34 or 35. And it was on an end cap. So, sigh of relief there. And then that's when I finished the shop at 9:54. So it was just a 9-minute shop. Found everything. Delivered at 10:20. This went to a business, just dropped it off in the lobby, and that was it. So like I said, that was the main course. And this was a decline. Too much driving, and it's Aldi's and 16 items. So I declined this. And then here's my appetizer. I was just had got back to zone. And then, yeah, this is a lot of miles. It's 11, because I'm practically at the McDonald's, so it's 11 miles one way to the customer, and then I got the return mileage. But today, I'm putting so many miles on my car today anyway. It's like, oh well, I didn't care. That's another thing about this new work. I mean, it's just I keep going upside down on miles. So I was when I this was crazy, but when I finished my work this morning, I was 46 miles away from home. 46 miles. And I also stopped to get something to eat. It took me an hour to get home. Okay? So that's I love the job, love the work, love what I'm doing there with that. Love the fact that it's independent work and there's no downtime and everything. But man, it's like the mileage and where they've been having me going. Okay, I'll shut up about that subject. Okay, so I took this delivered at 11:15, way out in the wilderness, but that's where I was this morning. So it's like, whatever. $2.50 and a $10 tip, and then wrap things up with my dessert. Little 650 5.6 mile Chipotle. So there's my dessert. What is that? 16 minutes for the 650. Okay, $2 and a 4.50 tip. Okay, so log off. 2 hours, $41. Okay. And folks, we got some bonus coverage here, okay? Oh, well, let me go over the stats. So, 3 deliveries, 4175, 53 miles. Like I said, I'm putting a gazillion miles on my car anyway. The work this morning, these 53 miles, and then I'm going out of state here in a couple hours to watch my daughter play soccer. Okay, so, you know. And then acceptance rate went up to 57%, and now at 4,933 deliveries. And now to the bonus coverage here. So at the end of every dash, I just kind of glance at my stats and everything, see if anything's changed with customer rating, shopping stats, or anything. And I see this right here. Okay. I look at this and it's all the same date, and I see that lightning cord, the bacon, the milk. Instantly, I remember this order. You see here, it's from 2 days ago. It's from Tuesday. And this is the order. If you go back and watch that couple videos ago, it's the double Meyer where I held up the doubles in the 2 0 tips. And if you remember, if you watch that video, it's where that milk that jug of milk right there, I dropped it on the handoff to the customer. We dropped it. It fell to the ground, but it didn't bust or anything. Okay. So I specifically remember this order mainly because that the lightning cord was the added item, that he added 2 items to the order after I got in the store. So I remember that, and obviously remember the milk. So these weren't missing. I remember this. It's clear as day, clear cut case of a customer stealing. Okay. So I immediately, get on the phone, and this, of course, messed up my stats. So I think I was just like on one of the stats 1% away from Pro Shopper, but this right here threw me down, below the accepted level on this stat right here. What is this? Items missing, and like total items found. It threw me down to the under the threshold or whatever on both. So now it says like for as far as Pro Shopper, I'm only meeting 3 of the 6 criteria, because of this one customer. So I get on the phone with DoorDash support and to report theft. And I keep all the screenshots and everything. So here we go. There it is from the video, the other day. It's this order right here. So I told the agent it's from September 16th. It's the offer that I accepted at 8:08 in the morning. And it was customer C. So it was the third and final drop off, which was at 9:18. And he asked, and there's the 0 tips. But and then he asked if I had the customer's name, and I said, well, no, I don't keep a record of names. I just have, maybe, I don't know, maybe I should start. I don't know. Man, that'd be a lot of extra screenshots, though. I don't know. I'll think about it. But I mean, I've got the times. They can look up these orders by dates and times, and he did. So I shouldn't have to. But anyway, so he's looking everything up and everything, and finding the order, yada yada, and then he was about to, transfer me over to another department that would take care of fixing my ratings. And I said, well, and also if you could block this customer from, I don't want to get any more orders for this particular customer. And the agent was like, oh, well, actually, you don't even have to worry about that, because after this event right here and DoorDash did their little investigation, they went ahead and ended this particular account. So this customer account was deleted, gone, and off the platform. So yeah, you won't get any orders from them because of that. We don't have to block them. So this obviously this wasn't the first offense. Then they probably did this several times before. It's sad, man. It really is. So anyway, to finish the story, he went to transfer me to another department, and I waited on hold for, gosh, 7 to 10 minutes anyway, maybe a little bit longer than that. Nobody ever came on, so I just hung up, and I sent an email instead. So, and I mean, not the end of the world. Worst case scenario, it doesn't get corrected, and I just have to do like, oh, I don't know, about 35 more shopping orders, and then that all of that'll roll off. So, um, but anyway, that's all I have for now, and like I said, leaving out of town soon. May possibly do a little dashing tomorrow morning if I wake up early. If I get home at a decent time, wake up early tomorrow morning, I might. I kind of doubt it, but I may. We'll see. So anyway, that's it for now, and thanks guys for watching. As always, be sure to drive safe out there, and we'll see you at the next video. Thanks again.